What's up, y'all? It's another video with Prez Lifestyles. I'm gonna hit you with a quick video. First, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Trump with his whole new platform he's trying to make. He's trying to, if y'all not aware, he's trying to make a social media now. He's trying to make his own social media. I guess he got tired of being banned from everything else, so now he's trying to make his own. Because of this news, digital world accusations, they actually went up in the stock market 710% in 1 week. 710%. So it was a crazy, very, very crazy investment. Um, People made money out of that. So I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna keep watching that, of course. But just so you guys know. Anyway, I've been seeing a few things on YouTube, whatever, and even on like social media where people are doing comparisons. And one of the most crazy comparisons that I see is people talking about which would they rather have. So I see people say which would they rather have as far as a 800 credit score or $20,000. So for me, it's a no-brainer, but for other people, not so much. And everybody's finances are different. However, it's a little more interesting when people say stuff like, "This is better, or that's better," and it's like, no, it's not. And even the logic and the reasoning behind it, it's just like, yeah, you guys really need to watch some of my YouTube videos. So I mean, I'm gonna throw this one out there. So one of the debates, and what's better, was actually 800 credit score with 20,000, right? So I've seen a lot of people say they'll take 20,000 because with 20,000 they get 800 credit score. Okay, whatever you believe, and then it's a thing of 20,000 you can get more than 800 credit score. I'm gonna tell you right now, an 800 credit score is absolutely by far way more valuable than $20,000. Way more valuable. And you are extremely selling yourself short if you believe that 20,000 is more than 800 credit score. And like I said, I like to lead by example by actually doing. So I practice what I preach. So now, with that being said, this past weekend, I started off on Thursday. Um, I went to my credit bureau because I wanted to do a financial strategy. So if you guys been watching my, my YouTube channel, if you got me on OnlyFans, if you got me on any social media platforms, you know for a fact that I love financial strategies, different ones. So now I'm gonna tell you about this one. Like I said, this is one of my personal moves. I wanted to build up my overdraft. Now people automatically will probably think and say, but wait a minute, if you're making money, why are you thinking about an overdraft? At the end of the day, it's all about different plays because you just never know what can happen in the future. You always want to have a safety net, but you want to have multiple safety nets. So that way, it's almost impossible to really just go broke, to be honest. You might be, you know, low on funds, but to just be flat out broke with nothing at all, nothing you can pull money from, and nothing to generate any type of money or nothing, no type of way to pay a bill. No, absolutely not. I'd rather hear people say, oh man, I might have to pull from my stocks to, make this big payment, or I might have to use a credit card, or I had some money in a mattress, whatever, or I had some money in a savings account, whatever, vacation account, whatever, CD account, it just keeps going on and on. But to say that you don't have this at all, like at all, it's just for me, it's unacceptable. So I like to put different safety nets and different strategies. So one of my strategies was this: overdraft. So if you're not aware what overdraft is basically something that you'll have in your bank or, a credit union. And let's say you have an automatic payment coming out, but for some odd reason you just don't have the funds. So let's say it's $200, whatever the case is, that is going to come out on the first of your actual bank account, and you do not have the money. If you have an overdraft account, which is basically like a credit, they will cover that, and they'll give you a maximum of what they'll cover. So in my situation, mine was only $250. So I've had it for a while. I've never actually really used it, but I figured it's a nice safety net just in cases. So I said, you know what? Let me try to up it. I want to go higher. I wanted to go to 500. So I went to the credit bureau, or credit union, I'm sorry, and they basically told me that it would be a hard inquiry. Immediately I left. I was like, a hard inquiry for something that I actually don't really need right now. I'm not really feeling that. So I left. So as I sat down, as soon as I left, I sat down in the car and I thought about it and I said, you know what? What if I can get more than just that one thing with this one inquiry? So I was like, it never hurts to ask. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it was a hard inquiry. I had no idea. So I went back and I asked the question. I said, well, if you was to put my credit report and it'd be a hard inquiry, can I get more out of it? Can I get like a credit card or something like that also? You know, just so I can feel better about myself. Because to get a hard inquiry on something that I'm actually not using directly, and it's honestly just something that's in place that I hopefully I never have to use, you know, it was kind of like, all right, nah. But they said to me, with that one inquiry, I can get an overdraft increase. I can also get a credit card. I can also get a personal loan. I can also refinance my vehicle if I have a vehicle. All for this one inquiry. So now they made it worth it for me. So I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's run the numbers. So being that now it's gonna be a hard inquiry, I said, you know what? Forget the 500. Let's scratch that. Let me go for 1,000. And that was the first thing. Instantly approved. I wasn't surprised because, like I said, I'm into credit, so I don't really worry about things like this. But instantly approved. That was 1,000. I want y'all to keep the numbers in your head too. That was 1,000. So the next, I said, you know what? I also want to go for a personal loan. Why not? Let's do it. Why not? I want to see what the numbers were like. I got instantly approved for 11,000. With the 11,000, I basically only had to pay about $216 over 11,000. And I can pay this back whenever I feel like it, basically. Like, I can pay the whole thing back whenever I feel like it. Of course, it'll be a monthly payment of $216. So I said, okay, I actually have credit card debt. This is the reason why I did the personal loan. So I said, you know what? Forget 11,000. $216 is nothing. Let's go 15,000. I feel better with that. So did the numbers, 15,000. Got it instantly. Said, all right. So like I said, pay attention to the numbers. We have 16,000 right now. So I said, okay, cool. And then after that, I looked at it and I said, well, I do have credit card debt. This is going to cover it. And I have a few extra dollars I can put back into the stock market, of course, because, you know, I'm also big on stocks, but that's how I like to put it together. And we'll go from there. So I said, you know what? Let's check about refinancing car numbers. Refinancing car numbers, it wasn't really impressive, so I didn't do it. Like, I think I'd have saved about $17 or whatever, and I was just like, I'll come back when it's lower. If you know about what refinancing a car is, I will definitely get into that for you guys in my next video. Just let me know, or I can talk to you personally about it. But anyway, that was that one. And then the last step, I said, you know what? Now let's go for the credit card. So with the credit card, being that it was off the same inquiry and not a new inquiry, I had to wait. I had to wait for an email. So this is on Thursday. But by the time I left the credit union, the 15,000 was already in my account. So, and it wasn't a salvation loan, it was a personal loan. A debt salvation loan, it basically goes directly to your debts. A personal loan, you can put it to whatever you want. Of course, I put mine to my debts. So that was basically a nice factor. And then this is where we go when it comes to good debt and bad debt. See, now you'll look at it as 15,000 that you have to pay back. Absolutely. However, calculating everything, I'm actually paying less than I would have been paying with just paying off credit cards and stuff like that. And then on top of that, by paying off the credit cards, which is crazy, but think about it like this: paying off the credit cards means what exactly? It's not a bill that you're paying that you can't get the money back. Me putting the money on the credit cards just really means that the money's on the credit cards. So the money's still there, and it's very accessible to me whenever I feel like it. And then on top of that, it shoots back up your credit score because it shows that utilization is extremely low. Right now, my utilization is probably at 0. Actually, it is at 0. I don't think I've used it after. So, that's that. Now, with the credit card, I had to wait. I had to wait for an email. This was on Thursday. I didn't get an email on Thursday. So the guy was nice enough to basically give me his email information so I could email him if I didn't get anything. So Friday came, I emailed him and I said, hey, I didn't receive any type of email or anything like that. So I went to everything all right. He said, we must be pretty backed up to see, but you'll definitely be receiving one today. Sure enough, about 2 hours later, I received an email and said, congratulations, you were approved for a credit card of $10,000. This is a true story. I'm not making none of this up, by the way. But keep the numbers in mind. Thursday, we was at 16,000. Friday, even though it should have been Thursday, but Friday, because there was a delay, so Friday, extra 10,000. So that put me up to 26,000. Now, just like that, just that simple, I was over 20,000. Just that simple. If I didn't have any type of credit debts at all, because I use my credit cards. I'll let you know. I use my credit cards. Not all of them, but I definitely use my credit cards. And I use it in a way where it really doesn't affect me like that. So I'm able to use them and enjoy. So let's say I didn't have any credit cards, any credit card debt or anything. I just took out 15,000. My credit was amazing. I took out 15,000. What I could have did was I could have, if I wanted, I could have bought a car, a down payment on a property, or do it all in the stock market. Because I did put some in the stock market, but imagine putting everything in the stock market, and then this is how easy it is. The same company that I said that went up 710%. Imagine if I put 15,000 into that when it was basically $20 a share. At one point, it shot up to I think like $168 a share. So I'm gonna let you guys do the math on that. But this is literally financial strategies, and this is literally what goes on a day-to-day basis, and this is what people are doing. They're basically allocating money, and at this point, all these numbers that I just said, nothing entailed me working at a job to do it. And this is really what happens, and this is what's going on. So it's a lot of ways to make extremely large amounts of money fast. And like I said, I was just playing with the numbers. So when I see these posts and they're saying that 20,000 is better than 800 credit score, I can honestly tell you you're selling yourself short, and you need to really start watching my videos. And if you don't want to watch my videos, that's fine. That's 100% fine. Regardless, I'm still going to do what I do, and I'm still going to enjoy what I'm doing. If you want to watch other videos, go ahead. I'm pretty sure if they know what they're talking about, they will say the same advice. They'll say the same thing. And if they're not saying the same thing, then chances are they're probably not living a financial educated lifestyle. And that's the best way to put it. I'm going to have more for you guys with the stock market. I definitely see cryptocurrency shooting back up. As you see, Bitcoin is back in the 60,000s. So, I mean, it's definitely doing something. Ethereum is back in 4,000s. Dogecoin is basically still moving up and down, but like I said, I have a lot of faith in that investment, so I'm not really worrying about it. Right now, it's I believe at 27 cents, so it's much higher than when I got in. Like I said, I got in at 7 cents, so I really can't complain, to be honest with you. I'm gonna have more for you guys. I'm gonna talk more so about dividends and of course more credit, but I just wanted to really share that story because I've been seeing people, you know, I've been seeing multiple people saying that 20,000 is more than an 800 credit score, and I can tell you 110% that is false. That is not the truth. That is not accurate. And like I said, everybody's finances are different. Yes, I definitely agree. But for anybody, I'm sorry, but for anybody, if you believe that $20,000 is more valuable than an 800 credit score, then you obviously need to start either researching more, reading more books, educational books, or looking at YouTube channels. And if you're watching this right now, or if a friend is watching this, hopefully they showed you this part of the video, because I can honestly tell you from experience, 20,000 is not more than an 800 credit score. And besides that, even I can't even say 800. I'll just say 750, because once you get to about 740, 750, it's all the same anyway. So just keep that in mind. 800 just gives you more room to play with your credit, which is what I do. I can play with my credit at an 800 credit score and drop all the way down to 760 or 740, and I'm still good because my credit is still pretty much excellent. So it works out. Um, Anyway, you guys, I'm trying not to make this extremely long video. I'm already at 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna cut it here. But you guys take it easy. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all my subscribers. Please keep the comments going. Please keep the likes going. Of course, you can always feel free to contact me. I appreciate the ones that do, because a lot of people do have questions. I'm also going to talk about business credit and running a business, because I have been getting hit with those questions. So I will absolutely start really diving into that. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. You guys have been amazing. I'm gonna keep the videos going. This right here doesn't stop. This is not just a once in a while blue moon. I'm kind of doing this. I'm kind of doing that. No, every day I'm researching and I'm doing something different with my finances. Every single day, I'm always trying to see what's the best options and what can I do for myself and what can I do for others. So please, guys, keep the love and support going, because it means a lot to me. You guys take it easy.